Welcome back to The Daily Sweats and to episode number 3 of our False Hunger series. In our last video of the False Hunger series, we dove into the world of mindful eating techniques. We explored the body scan technique, mindful breathing, and even the fun challenge of eating with your non-dominant hand. Today, we're discussing a crucial topic: identifying emotional eating triggers and how to manage them. First up, identifying stress as an emotional trigger. 1. Physical symptoms. Stress often manifests physically. Look for signs like headaches, muscle tension, fatigue, or an upset stomach. 2. Emotional symptoms. You might feel overwhelmed, anxious, irritable, or have a sense of impending doom. 3. Behavioral changes. Notice if you're more prone to snapping at others, withdrawing from social interactions, or having trouble concentrating. How stress can lead to emotional eating. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, a hormone that can increase your appetite and cravings for high-fat and sugary foods. This is because your body is preparing for a fight-or-flight response, and it thinks it needs extra energy. As a result, you might find yourself reaching for comfort foods to cope with stress, even if you're not physically hungry. Managing stress to prevent emotional eating. 1. Mindfulness practices. Engage in activities like meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises to reduce stress levels. 2. Physical activity. Regular exercise can help lower cortisol levels and improve your mood. 3. Healthy coping mechanisms. Instead of turning to food, try talking to a friend, journaling, or engaging in a hobby you enjoy. Next up, identifying boredom as an emotional trigger. 1. Lack of engagement. Notice if you often find yourself with nothing to do or feeling uninterested in your current activities. 2. Restlessness. You might feel fidgety, unable to sit still, or constantly looking for something to occupy your time. 3. Mindless snacking. Pay attention if you tend to reach for snacks when you're not physically hungry, especially when you're just sitting around. How boredom can lead to emotional eating. When you're bored, eating can become a way to fill the void and pass the time. Food provides a temporary distraction and a sense of pleasure, which can make it an easy go-to activity when you're feeling unengaged. This can lead to mindless eating, where you consume food without paying attention to hunger cues or portion sizes. Managing boredom to prevent emotional eating. 1. Stay busy. Engage in activities that interest you, such as hobbies, reading, or learning something new. 2. Set goals. Create a list of tasks or projects you want to accomplish. Having a sense of purpose can reduce feelings of boredom. 3. Mindful eating. Practice being present while eating. Focus on the taste, texture, and aroma of your food to avoid mindless snacking. Next on the list. Identifying loneliness as an emotional trigger. 1. Feelings of isolation. Notice if you often feel disconnected from others or lack meaningful social interactions. 2. Emotional symptoms. You might experience sadness, emptiness, or a longing for companionship. 3. Seeking comfort in food. Pay attention if you turn to food for comfort when you're feeling lonely, even if you're not physically hungry. How loneliness can lead to emotional eating. When you're lonely, food can become a source of comfort and companionship. Eating can provide a temporary sense of pleasure and distraction from feelings of isolation. This can lead to emotional eating, where you use food to fill the emotional void rather than to satisfy physical hunger. Managing loneliness to prevent emotional eating. 1. Build connections. Reach out to friends, family, or join social groups to foster meaningful relationships. 2. Engage in activities. Participate in activities that you enjoy and that can help you connect with others, such as volunteering, joining a club, or taking a class. 3. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and acknowledge your feelings of loneliness without judgment. Find healthy ways to cope, such as journaling, meditation, or engaging in a hobby. Last up. Identifying anxiety as an emotional trigger. 1. Physical symptoms. Anxiety often comes with physical signs like a racing heart, sweating, trembling, or an upset stomach. 2. Emotional symptoms. you might feel nervous, restless, or have a sense of impending doom. 3. Behavioral changes. Notice if you're avoiding certain situations, having trouble concentrating, or feeling overwhelmed. How anxiety can lead to emotional eating. When you're anxious, your body is in a heightened state of alertness, which can lead to cravings for comfort foods. Eating can provide a temporary distraction and a sense of relief from anxious thoughts. This can result in emotional eating, where you use food to cope with anxiety rather than to satisfy physical hunger. Managing anxiety to prevent emotional eating. 1. Mindfulness practices. Engage in activities like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or yoga to calm your mind and reduce anxiety levels. 2. Physical activity. Regular exercise can help lower anxiety and improve your mood. 3. Healthy coping mechanisms. Instead of turning to food, try talking to a friend, journaling, or engaging in a relaxing activity you enjoy. By recognizing these common triggers and finding alternative ways to manage them, you can reduce the likelihood of turning to food for comfort and develop healthier eating habits. Stay tuned for the next episode in the False Hunger series. Did you know that a significant percentage of our viewers haven't subscribed yet? So, if you enjoy our videos and want to stay updated with our latest content, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our awesome community. Your subscription helps us grow and continue bringing you the best tips and insights. Thank you for being such an important part of our journey. We couldn't do it without you.